I'm Dr. Kemi for Kemi Talks Media. It's Tuesday, the 24th of June, 2025. Let's talk about the state of insecurity in Nigeria. This message is directed towards the Chief of Defense Staff, General Musa. General Musa, I was a journalist for 31 years, and I did some investigative journalism as a newsbeat in my beat. Throughout the year 2024, I did several videos on insecurity in Nigeria, from herdsmen to bandits and to personal assassins and so on and so forth. I mentioned your name in at least 6 or 7 videos because you are the Chief of Defense Staff. The word simply says chief, meaning the head. Defense, preventing people from attacking Nigerians. Staff, you have an army, Navy, Air Force, everything. The CDS is responsible for the armed forces protecting Nigerians. You are supposed to serve and protect Nigerians, General Musa. 3 weeks ago, the Chief of Defense Staff Conference was in Nairobi, Kenya. I did not see you there. I covered that. I have a journalism degree, first class. I have a pharmacy degree, first class, and I have a PR degree, first class. I have retired from pharmacy and journalism, 37 and 31 years, but I'm still a PR specialist. I covered that event. The Chief of Defense Staff Conference was in Nairobi 3 weeks ago, and it was sponsored by AFRICOM, General Langley, and all the Chief of Defense Staff of African countries came. I have the group picture on my pages. Even if they didn't come, they sent a representative. I don't know if you sent one, but you were not there. Correct me, General Musa. I looked at the picture 10,000 times. I didn't see you. These are events where people like you are supposed to show up and discuss what's going on in Nigeria, unless they are sponsored by people you know. General Musa, the Chief of Defense Staff of Sierra Leone, was the keynote speaker. We met the Ethiopians, we met the Mali, we even met the Somali Chief of Defense Staff. Some of these countries I just mentioned to you have insecurity. Burkina Faso, the ISWAP, factions of Boko Haram in Cameroon and Nigeria, and so on and so forth. It is critical for you to do the job right, but at this point, I don't think you can do the job, General Musa. You need to step down from the defense headquarters. I'm a Nigerian American. Look at the work that Pete Hegseth is doing there at the Department of Defense at the Pentagon. Gather that those guys are fighting in the Iran, Israel, and all that war nonsense. How do we deal with the insecurity going on in Nigeria? I was born in Nigeria. Nigerians ought to enjoy the country. We are supposed to enjoy our country, not being killed by people we don't know. General Musa, tell Nigerians that you know the people that massacred our people in Benue. 200 people in one day. General Musa, tell Nigerians you know the people that were behind it. There are no threats. You need to take them down. And their politicians sitting in the National Assembly. We're not having it anymore. Okay, as a journalist, I'm retired now. As a retired journalist, I'm still going to defend media freedom. I'm not a human rights activist, but I'm on the verge of becoming a political activist. We cannot continue this anymore. I called you out in August of 2024. That write-up is going to be at the end of this video. What did I say? I said you were hosting a party in Abuja when they were killing people in Benue. It's always Benue. Every administration, another set of service chiefs. They fire them, they reshuffle them, another set of service. What are the service chiefs doing? President Tinubu, the service chiefs you have on ground right now, everybody needs to go. Okay? There's nothing wrong with me. I've been branded as some kind of mad woman. Something that was inflicted even by my own father. But at the end of the day, I'm not mad. All of you know the people killing and their National Assembly members. General Musa, arrest them. The DSS must arrest them. Everybody's not doing their job. Nuhu Ribadu, I grew up with you because your father and my father were friends. Your father used to come to my house on Saturdays in Ikoyi and Bedwell to eat amala. His favorite meal, which his wife couldn't cook. Your mother couldn't make it. It was a Yoruba dish. No problem with that. But we grew up together. You were like 2 or 3 years older than me. Nuhu Ribadu, you need to resign. You need to step down, Nuhu. You're not a good national security advisor. I don't know what you're advising President Tinubu. What are you advising him of? In 2024, I counted like 265 incidents of insecurity. That's what I counted. What is the Nigerian media doing? I'm an independent journalist with no money. You were busy harassing me because I said something about you on the Falana case and the EFCC days. You wanted to sue me for 10 billion unless I apologize or I retracted. I even brought out all kinds of worms for you. Don't try me, Nuhu. I grew up with you. You're not doing a good job. You need to fucking step down. Nigerians are getting killed. National security advisor. What are you advising President Tinubu? On Monday, the 17th of June, 3 journalists contacted me. They were fleeing Nigeria. They told me there's going to be a lot of security events. I posted it, 6:30 a.m. Nigerian time. And I told people, if you want to be safe, leave Nigeria. If you can't leave, secure yourself. Shelter somewhere. Close your doors. Don't go to places you don't know. Don't travel too much. You must stay safe. I put it out there. Of course, I got the barrage of replies. Mad woman, crazy woman, mad woman, all that. Then it started. Did I not say Boko Haram was going to rebrand and become bandits because they're out of bombs and bomb-making materials? I said it 6 years ago. They rebranded. They came as bandits, terrorists, and there were no bombings for 6 years. Because there was no bombing for 6 years, Buhari took it upon his head to say he has done some good job. But did I not say they're going to come back to bombs as soon as they get more money? The next day, Kano, bomb. Borno, bomb. More killings in Plateau. A wedding party coming back in a van, killed by militias on the streets. More killings in Benue. Last week was horrendous. General Musa and Nuhu Ribadu. 76 Nigerians died. Total last week. 76 more who died in the struggle. Why? Why? Now the Americans have told us that we should not go into government buildings in Abuja or military facilities. They told their people, the Americans, gather that I'm one of them, half and half. If they're telling Americans not to go into certain places on Nigerian soil, that applies to the Nigerians too. What's going on in those buildings? You did not even put it on your website. The Chief of Defense Staff is supposed to post. Now, who are the fools that are the admins you're putting on your handles on X and all the things? The Chief of Defense Staff is supposed to post that right on the CDS handle. According to intelligence by the U.S. State Department, we have secured many of our government buildings and military facilities because they're saying that Americans must not go in there. But you will not communicate. It's Kemi lawyer that has to do all the communication. You will not communicate with the people. I warned Nigerians yesterday. Some of you have to go into government buildings. Some of you work there. If you're going into your ministry, those ministry, they have steps. You go upstairs, dirty steps. You see a bag in the corner there with some old puff or something that somebody littered. It could be a bomb. Anything is possible, but you're not communicating. You're supposed to be doing my job, what I'm doing, by checking all the security alerts coming from the U.S. The U.S. has the best intelligence. I put out intelligence yesterday about Qatar. You guys don't care about Nigerians abroad and at home. I said Nigerians should shelter because the State Department told me that Americans must shelter immediately. And I said, Nigerians in Qatar, there are plenty of them there. I told them to also shelter. You're the one supposed to be doing that. You, Abike Dabiri, and Nuhu Ribadu. And that's because you don't care about Nigerians outside the country. I'm doing your job. The people that have power have no ideas, and the people with ideas like me, we have no power.